Cousteau, I know you have thoughts about the world's resources being used up, and you've seen it happening year after year, and apparently a lot of people who should have didn't. Do you have anything you want to say about that?
Well, I was already involved in, how to say, scanning the possibilities of extracting energy from the sea. It was a choice that I made many years ago. But what I was shocked by is the speed and the shamelessness with which the industrial interests have thrown to the wastebasket all the environmental measures that had been very laboriously taken.
That was oceanographer and environmentalist Jacques Coustea, in a new documentary about his life called Becoming Cousteau. The film looks at his journey from an explorer of the underwater world to his crusade to protect it. Producer Miridu Chandra spoke to Bloomberg about the process of making the documentary and how film can change the world.
I think that it's through storytelling and connecting people through these stories that we can talk about larger issues. So, this is a film, for example, about Jacques Coustea, but it's about how we are going to experience and protect the environment. And that speaks to the zeitgeist of what we're talking about today.
Once one of the most famous people in the world for his TV projects, Becoming Cousteau looks to introduce him to a whole new audience.
I think that with the COP summit, his message is more important than ever because of several reasons. I mean, we've sort of forgotten his legacy and that he was really sounding the alarm 50 years ago. So to have that kind of historic understanding that we were talking about this before climate change and before, talking about greenhouse gases was part of our lexicon, puts it into perspective that we cannot wait any longer.
What did you find surprising in learning more about Jacques Coustea?
Well, I found it surprising that he invented the aqualung, which is the precursor to scuba. That was pretty exciting, that he was an inventor, that he was in the French Navy. I didn't know about that. My knowledge of him really started when he was a television celebrity.
And from his TV shows, he gained a platform that he later used to speak up about climate change.
Non-renewable resources are depleted. Biodiversity shrinks to alarming levels. Energy is in unreasonable demand. And above all, the melting of glaciers and of ice caps and catastrophic rise of the ocean level has already begun.
That was Cousteau at the Earth Summit in 1992. 30 years later, his message about protecting the planet is more relevant than ever. For Bloomberg Green, I'm Sarah Rappaport.